A new event has finally arrived in Kingshot, the Oracle Wish event. At first glance, it looks exciting. There are football-themed rewards, a special shop, free commissions, and the chance to win huge prizes. But the real question is this event actually worth your time and your money, or is it just another luck-based trap? In this video, we're going to break everything down. I'll explain exactly how the event works, how you should play it if you're free to play, and whether spending money here is actually a smart decision. Let's start with the event itself. The Oracle Wish event has three main sections. First, you have the commissions, where you earn free wish tickets. Then you have the Oracle Wish Lodge, where you spend those tickets for rewards. Finally, there's the Oracle Store, where you exchange the coins you earn for valuable items. The good news is that every player can participate for free. Inside the Commissions tab, you'll find event missions that last throughout the event. You'll earn free tickets by completing objectives like finishing intel missions, defeating polar terrors, completing arena battles, mobilizing troops, and other simple activities that you're already doing every day. Since these missions don't require spending money, every player should complete all of them before the event ends. Even if you're completely free to play, these free tickets alone can still give you some really valuable rewards. Now let's talk about the Wish Lodge, because this is where things get interesting. Every ticket lets you make a wish, and every wish gives you some coins for the event shop, along with random bonus rewards. Sometimes you'll get resources, sometimes chief materials, hero gear items, scrolls, true gold, or other useful rewards. But here's the catch. The entire event is built around luck. Yes, there are chances to hit the big rewards like 200, 300, 400, or even 500 bonus coins, but the drop rates are extremely low. You could get lucky and hit multiple 500 rewards almost back to back, or you could spend hundreds of tickets and barely see anything special. That's the biggest problem with this event. There is absolutely no guarantee that you'll get the rewards you're hoping for. As you continue making wishes, you'll also fill up the progress bar. Once you reach the required number of wishes, you'll unlock a bonus reward in the center. Again, this reward is completely random. Even though some rewards have a higher chance than others, you're still relying entirely on RNG. You might get one of the better rewards, or you might end up with something much less valuable. So while the event looks rewarding on paper, your actual results can be completely different from another player's experience. That's why you'll probably see mixed opinions from the community. One player might say this is the best event Kingshot has ever released because they hit several 500 rewards without spending much at all. Another player could spend a lot more money and end up getting much worse value simply because their luck wasn't there. Both players are technically correct. This isn't an event where strategy determines your rewards. It's an event where luck decides almost everything. There's also another important thing you need to know before you start saving your tickets or event items. Anything left over at the end of the event won't stay in your inventory forever. The unused event items are automatically converted once the event finishes, so don't make the mistake of saving everything for the next Oracle Wish event. Unlike some other events, you can't stockpile these rewards for months and use them later. That means your goal should simply be to use your free tickets during the event and claim whatever value you can before it disappears. Now let's talk about the biggest question most players have. Should you spend money? At first, the event almost tricks you into thinking it's worth it. You see the large rewards, the flashy animations, and all those possible jackpots. It feels like you're only one lucky spin away from getting incredible value. But that's exactly how luck-based events work. Some players will spend a small amount and walk away with amazing rewards. Others will spend several times more and still feel disappointed. There's simply no consistency. Imagine two players buying exactly the same packs. The first player could hit multiple 500 rewards and feel like they made an incredible investment. The second player might never hit a single big reward and receive far fewer shop coins for the exact same amount of money. That's not strategy. That's gambling on RNG. Personally, I always prefer events where I know exactly what I'm getting for the money I spend. When I buy a pack, I want predictable value, not hoping the game decides to be generous. And that's exactly why many experienced players are being very cautious with the Oracle Wish event. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean the event is bad for everyone. For free-to-play players, this event is actually pretty nice. You're getting free tickets just by playing the game. You're earning shop currency, and if luck happens to be on your side, you could walk away with rewards that normally take weeks to collect. So if you're not spending money, definitely complete every commission available during the event. Use every free ticket you earn, claim every milestone reward, and hope RNG is kind to you. Because when you're spending nothing, every extra reward is simply free progress. Now let's talk about the part everyone is waiting for, the spending value. After looking at multiple accounts, comparing results, and checking what players actually received from their wishes, one thing became very clear. This event can feel amazing if you're lucky, but it can also become one of the worst investments in the game if luck isn't on your side. Let's say you decide to buy several Oracle Wish packs. Every pack gives you more wish tickets, which means more chances to land those 200, 300, 400, or even 500 coin rewards. Sounds great, right? The problem is that nothing guarantees you'll actually hit those rewards. One player might spend the exact same amount as another player and receive hundreds of extra coins simply because they rolled better. Meanwhile, someone else could spend the same amount and end up with far fewer shop coins. That's why it's so difficult to recommend spending heavily on this event. During testing, even after buying multiple packs, the total amount of shop coins earned wasn't as impressive as expected. Yes, there were some nice bonus rewards along the way, like hero gear chests, true gold, vision materials, scrolls, resources, and other upgrade materials. But when you compare the total value to buying packs directly from the normal store, the difference isn't nearly as big as many players expect. In some cases, buying the regular packs from the shop actually gives you more guaranteed value than relying on the Oracle Wish event. And that's the biggest issue. This event rewards luck more than smart spending. If you're someone who likes guaranteed progress, this probably isn't the event to invest heavily in. Now let's talk about the Oracle Store, because this is where your coins should be spent wisely. Your first priority should always be Mithril. No matter what stage of the game you're in, hero gear upgrades are one of the biggest long-term power boosts, and Mithril is always in short supply. Every piece of Mithril you can buy here is worth picking up before you even think about anything else. After you've purchased all the available Mithril, the next priority depends on your account. If you're a player who spends regularly or already has strong hero gear, then the hero equipment chests become one of the best purchases. These are difficult to obtain consistently, and you'll always need more equipment materials as your account grows. Another solid purchase is Hero EXP if it's available as a daily purchase. Experience is something every account needs, and the daily limited items usually offer much better value than the permanent shop options. Make sure you check those every day before spending your remaining coins elsewhere. Now let's talk about what I would avoid. I don't recommend spending your coins on pure gold unless you absolutely need it. You'll naturally collect plenty of pure gold through normal gameplay, events, and daily activities. The same goes for artisan vision, chief gear materials, and talisman materials. They may look tempting, but compared to mithril or hero equipment chests, they simply don't provide the same long-term value. If you're choosing between those items and mithril, mithril wins almost every single time. Another mistake many players make is chasing every milestone by spending more money than they originally planned. For example, you might be sitting just a few wishes away from the next milestone reward and think, I've already spent this much, I might as well buy another pack. That's exactly how luck-based events encourage overspending. Before buying another pack, ask yourself one simple question. Would I still buy this pack if there wasn't another milestone waiting for me? If the answer is no, then it's probably better to stop. Remember, milestone rewards are nice, but they're only worth chasing if the extra spending still gives you reasonable value. Now let's look at this event from different types of players. If you're completely free to play, this is actually a very enjoyable event. Finish every commission mission, collect every free ticket, complete your wishes, claim the milestone rewards, and spend your shop coins wisely. Since you're investing nothing except your time, every reward you earn is essentially free progress. If you're a low spender, I'd recommend staying disciplined. Buy only what fits your normal budget. Don't chase lucky rolls, and don't expect massive returns. Think of any jackpot as a bonus, not something you should count on. And if you're a whale or someone who spends heavily, the event becomes a personal choice. You'll still gain account progress because of all the extra materials. But from a pure value perspective, Oracle Wish isn't one of the strongest spending events we've seen. There are other events in Kingshot that offer much more consistent returns for the same amount of money. So, what's the final verdict? For free-to-play players, Oracle Wish is definitely worth playing. For low spenders, it's okay if you stay within your budget. But if you're planning to spend a lot of money hoping for incredible value, I would be very careful. This event is simply too dependent on luck. Sometimes you'll feel like you won the lottery, and other times you'll wonder where all your money went. My advice is simple. Complete every commission mission. Use every free wish ticket. Buy all the mithril first. Then pick up hero equipment chests and other high-value items if you still have coins left. Don't chase lucky rolls. Don't overspend trying to reach one more milestone. And most importantly, treat every big reward as a bonus instead of an expectation. That's everything you need to know about the Oracle Wish event. I hope this guide helped you decide whether it's worth spending or if you're better off saving your budget for future events. If this video saved you from wasting your resources, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more Kingshot guides, and let me know in the comments what your biggest reward was from the Oracle Wish event. I'm curious to see whether RNG was on your side or not. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.